So Roosh V is a guy with his real name is one of these stupid Iranian names that takes an hour to say, so he goes with Roosh V. He's a PUA, a pickup artist, and he does seminars all over the world on how to pick up chicks. And these things are popular because feminists have ruined getting laid. You now need a seminar to learn pickup lines, to learn confidence, to learn that they like to giggle. Guys, by the way, you don't need to go to these seminars. Watch the movie Stripes and analyze everything Bill Murray does, particularly the scene where he's sliding a spatula under a girl's bum as she sits on the stove.
You've never had anybody give you the Aunt Jemima treatment?
No, I certainly haven't.
Yeah, it's real simple. First you get up on the griddle. I'll get you up to cruising speed. We don't want you to stick on the bottom, my dear. Keep hopping. Keep hopping, honey.
That's how you pick up chicks. But anyway, I back this dude. It's a very benevolent vocation to want to get guys laid. Why is he a bad guy? Anyway, while pursuing this trajectory of getting millennials laid, which I've tried, and it is a challenge even to get them interested in sex, while pursuing this, he's noticed that feminists often get in his way, and rape culture, as they keep calling it. Apparently, we live in a culture where rape is considered hummus, and it's something that is appreciated and enjoyed at the grocery store. So he wrote an article called How to End Rape, and it was all about why rape should be legal. Now, this is the way intellectual discussions work, you fucking morons. Someone presents an outlandish discussion like Jonathan Swift with A Modest Proposal and suggests the Irish eat their young. It's beholden upon you to prove this person wrong. And that's how we all get smarter together. So he took this outlandish position to showcase how overly confident women are about sexual assault, how they go out and get drunk without a buddy to make sure they're safe, how they walk down the street at all times of the night feeling empowered, and how they go to spring break and get wasted, do oxy on the beach, and think they're not going to get gang raped. I've been in trouble for this myself, for saying women are more vulnerable than men, women are not as physically strong as men, women cannot hold their booze as well as men. These are boring hate facts to a doctor, but in the feminist community, they are sexist. It's also sexist to tell women that their ovaries start drying up at 30. This is, again, boring to doctors, insulting to feminists. So he wrote this article, and in the left's mind, they're so desperate for villains that instead of going, oh, that's an interesting position, but let me counter this with something else, they go, oh, he's a rape advocate and he's going on tour promoting rape. So Canada banned him. The mayor of Montreal said, we don't want you in our city. The mayor of Toronto has recently said it too. Hate doesn't belong in Canada. And we saw this at Ottawa U with Ann Coulter. They physically threatened her. The president of the university, whatever it's called, it was a Frenchman, said, we don't want you in our school. Hate has no place at Ottawa U. It's worth noting, by the way, this just occurred to me, that so many of these nut bars are Quebecois. We had the whole country shut down in 1970 with the October crisis when the FLQ blew up. An Englishman killed an English guard. And since that moment of terrorism, Canada has been under siege with the French. In Vancouver, they have to speak French. On airlines, you're on a plane in BC and they're speaking French. No one on the plane is French. But because these nuts called themselves the niggers of Canada, was their quote, everyone goes, oh, okay. And it's given them this sort of liberal hubris that we see in the States with the social justice warriors today. So Montreal is a conflation of these nut bar French Canadians who've been terrorizing Canada with their victimhood complex and the social justice warriors. So there was wanted posters all over Montreal, and Roosh had to lie about where he was going to do his talk, which is just a happy hour with 40 guys who want to pay $60 to learn how to get laid. And he had to change the event at the last second. He found a place. He didn't tell anyone, not his manager, nobody. He kept it in his head. And then he released it the last second. He had a successful talk. He managed to do it. He managed to fight these anti-free speech nuts, get his speech done. And It was a raging success. And then that night, people were stalking the streets trying to find him to kick his ass because he loves rape. No, he posed an intellectual question that lampooned feminists, and he's out to get you laid. And by the way, his crazy ideas get feminists raped less than the feminist ethos of slut walks and men are the same as women. So in his evil sexist world, women are safer than in this feminist world. So some chick found him and threw a beer on him. That's here.
Oh, yeah.
And he's charging her with assault now. And I know that sounds like a pussy move, but Roosh would never charge a woman with assault if she threw a beer on him on a date. But these people are giving out your home address. They're getting you fired. And Ben Shapiro's doing it too with that ugly tranny that threatened him. We need to start playing their game. If they're pressing charges on us and getting us fired, all right, we're pressing charges on you. The irony here with all of this is it's guys like Roosh and I who are trying to help society, trying to encourage love, trying to encourage intercourse, trying to get people laid, trying to get people married, trying to get them to have babies. We are the evil villains, and these deado ovary feminists, I call them, the DOFs, are the ones claiming victimhood. It's crazy!